Hey there, this Place here, and today we will be checking out another video. And this video in particular is World War II soldiers carried every day into battle. I think it's probably going to be from American side. I have no clue, but yeah, it could be from any side as well. But yeah, I'm really interested because I guess I really like World War II. So yeah, but anyways, make sure to drop a like to let me know if you like these types of videos, and so that I make more of it. And comment down below what videos you want me to check out next. Also, consider subscribing to help support this channel totally for free. And if you would like to check any of the merch, I do have merch, links down in the description below. You can click, and there's many different types of merch that are both eco-friendly and sweatshop free. And also I stream over at twitch.tv/DZHplays, where I usually record these videos live. So if you want to see my live live reactions, and also participate in what I react to next, make sure to check me out there. And without further ado, let's get right into the video.
It's June 6, 1944. You and your platoon are on an attack transport ship just off the coast of France, near Omaha Beach. And yep, it's D-Day, soldier. The night before, you and your platoon were handed copies of Dwight D. Eisenhower's famous D-Day statement to soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force. A certain part of the speech stands out to you as you begin to board a Higgins boat. Your task will not be an easy one. Your enemy is trained, well-equipped, and battle-hardened. He will fight savagely. This isn't your first time fighting Jerry, the nickname given to German soldiers during World War II. So I thought General Ike knows what he's talking about. You come a little more prepared than your first encounter with the Germans on the east coast of Africa. This time, your platoon was given plastic covers for your M1 rifle, which was the standard rifle for American infantry in 1944. As the Higgins Landing Craft Vehicle Personnel, or LCVP, approaches the channel,
so they do have plastic bags.
Okay, troops approaching Omaha Beach. It's obvious that there are mines everywhere. It appears as though every other LCVP is getting sent to the bottom of the ocean, and that ones that do make it by, well, let's just say it doesn't look like any of your fellow GIs are making it too far onto the beach. Almost everyone in your platoon starts to get seasick. You're not sure if it's the seasickness or just flat-out nerves. In all reality, it's probably both. The M1928 haversack looks like it'd be a great barf bag, albeit a little oversized. The canvas duck sack is filled to the gills with almost all the equipment you're going to need to survive the upcoming days, weeks, or even months. Hell, at about 65 pounds, your rucksack better have everything you need in it. The canvas bag is mounted on a steel or rattan wire frame. The frame helps bear the heavy load and keep it off the soldier's back. There are 3 large pockets on the outside of the bag that aid in carrying extra gear or wartime trinkets you collect along the way. In the last conflict, you collected a German officer's watch and plan to send it home to your nephew first chance you get. You haven't lost any of your gear yet because of the sturdy brass snap hooks that close the 2 side pockets and cover flap. Heavy felt pads on the back and shoulder straps help ease the burden of the heavy load. Anything to make life feel a little easier goes a long way, but nothing beats a letter from home. As your platoon nears closer to Omaha Beach, the sounds of battle get louder and more ominous. The low hum of machine gun fire and blasts of artillery seem to find a steady rhythm. You know that soon that sheet metal ramp in front of the LCVP will drop and there will be no more peace. Just as you're thinking this, the heavy caliber machine gun bullets rip past your side of the boat. You close your eyes and duck your head.
Oh, so this is from the American's perspective. Okay, that's pretty nice.
A couple of the bullets easily rip through the plywood siding of the Higgins. Water seeps in, but the damage is minimal. Unfazed, the coxswain stays on course and the beach draws closer.
Yeah, I mean that's the only way that they could
out your most
survive, right?
Possession in your rucksack and kissing it for good luck right before battle. That's right, you guessed it. It's a picture of your girl back home. Every night you pray that you two will be able to get married one day. All around you, your platoon brothers seem to have a similar ritual with whoever it is their loved one is.
This is sad, man.
Everyone except your platoon leader, Sergeant Holland, who's always game-faced just before shouting orders as the drop approaches. You shove the worn and tattered picture of your sweetheart back into your rucksack and quickly fumble for a cigarette, which comes in small packs of 4 with your food rations.
Oh, wow.
You never know when this could be your last one. The rumble has now turned into a roar. The sound of mortar shells slapping the water and hitting the soft sand echo. The smell of spent munitions and the gray haze of war are all around you now. One last check into your rucksack to make sure you grab that extra pair of dry socks from supply on the ship, and luckily you can feel them, still fresh in the packaging. You're gonna need them if you make it through today, because you're already ankle deep in water and haven't even exited the boat yet. Your platoon leader starts to shout that it's almost go time. Everyone in the platoon readies to exit the boat, standing wearily as the boat rocks with the heavy waves. You'll be the second to last out of the boat, with the new recruit, Private Elliot, bringing up the rear. Almost without warning, the steel ramp drops and ahead of you lies at least another 100 yards of water. One by one, your platoon unloads into waist-deep water, rifles held high. As you trudge through the murky water, you notice what appears to be a human arm float by you. You force your eyes forward,
that's
and just
grim,
behind
though.
you hear a quick shout of surprise.
That's kinda
from
grim.
Elliot. As the water begins to shallow out, you rush toward the first foxhole you see, probably a gift from the Allied bombs dropped last night on this beach for this exact reason. You fire off a few rounds into the distant German positions as you drop into the shallow pit. The foxhole is a little shallow, so you drop your pack, get the spade out, and start digging into the soft sand. Elliot slides in next to you unannounced, holding his M1 close. You instruct him to hurry up and join you in the digging. It's often a two-man job anyway, and you're glad to have the company even if it is the rookie. As the two of you dig, bullets whiz over the top of the foxhole, and artillery shells land only a few yards away. There isn't much you and Elliot can do for now, except dig in and wait for an opportunity to advance. Once you're properly entrenched and feel a little bit safer, you grab the canteen, which is made from a corrosive-resistant steel. You twist off
that's
the black
nice.
resin plastic cap, take a long, refreshing swig.
So they do have
Ask Elliot
plastics.
to join you, and the two of you rest and are pretty tired from the dig, but remain on high alert. After an hour or so of relentless enemy fire, there's a slight break in the fighting. You take a quick peek back toward the shoreline and take note of the destruction and loss of human life. It appears that mines took out more boats than you thought. The majority of the first wave of LCVPs look to have been destroyed, and the bodies of many of your fellow GIs float alongside the beach. The shallow water
that's
is painted
grim, though.
red with
That's
blood.
very, very
You shake
grim.
off the flood of emotion and remain focused on the mission. Get as far inland as you can. You look around and notice some familiar faces peeking out of nearby foxholes. Suddenly, Sergeant Holland drops into your cramped foxhole and informs you and Elliot that the platoon will be advancing with what is left of the 1st Battalion 1st Infantry Regiment. Before he leaves you to inform another nearby foxhole of the next move, he orders you to fix your bayonets, quickly check your ammunition, and to be on the lookout for a smoke grenade as the signal to advance. As he readies to leave, a stray shot rips into his arm and he winces in pain as he clutches the wound. Elliot is frozen as you dig into your small med pack and pull out one of 2 battle dressings. Sergeant Holland's wound isn't as bad as it looks, and luckily it's just a flesh wound. After a quick application of the battle dressing, he thanks you.
Yeah, that's
gives you a strong pat on the back with his good arm.
7.92
He
by
smiles at
39
Elliot and tells
millimeter
him to
round.
follow your lead and stay focused.
Pretty painful.
You and Elliot do as you're ordered and check your ammunition. You only spent a few rounds, so you still have the majority of your 12 8-round clips. The M1 Garand is a 30-06 caliber semi-automatic rifle, and Patton even called it the greatest battle implement ever devised.
True, it is.
You found it to be reliable, even in wet weather.
Hey.
After the ammo count, you and Elliot share one of the smaller rations you can eat quickly. You two split a chocolate bar, and even though neither of you feel hungry, you know you'll need the calories. God only knows the next time you'll have the cover or time to eat after this final push toward the German position. With the suppression fire back on you, you can only hope that you don't see that.
Better to
smoke
have the
grenade
fat now than
anytime soon.
later.
When there's another break in the action, you peek out of the foxhole and see several of the smoke grenades to signal that it's go time. You grab the rookie by the horse collar and begin to run toward the small green hillside that acts as a break between the beach and the German forces, situated on the higher cliffside. Running at full speed,
They got a
with
high
Elliot
ground
now
and they
not
can-
far behind you, you can feel the heat of the bullets whizzing by you.
Yeah.
Around you, other members of your platoon and the 1st Infantry Regiment run toward your objective, and you're now just yards away and hear the sounds of bodies hitting the soft sand. As you collapse and look back, panting for air, you can see the body of Elliot partially sunken into the sand. Partially saddened and enraged, you unload several clips at the enemy, who you can now make out. Several German soldiers fold, while others retreat to the better fortified pillboxes. Shots are ringing out all around you, as it seems everyone who made it to the hillside is firing back at the enemy. If only for a few moments, you gain the upper hand, as artillery shells begin to land on your new position. Next to you, a Browning automatic rifle, or BAR team of 2, continues to lay down heavy fire on the Germans. with
BR, isn't
total
that a Browning
disregard for their
M2?
safety. An artillery shell lands right on top of them. When the dust settles, the weapon is still firing, and to your amazement and horror, all that's left is a hand still clutched to the grip and trigger. You sink lower in your position and see the familiar face of Sergeant Holland, only a short distance away. The last thing you remember is the sound of a sharp ping against your helmet and intense pain in your head before losing consciousness.
Oh,
You awake
bullet
to a
hit his
field
head.
medic tending to the wound in your head.
Yeah,
And you're shocked to discover
after-
a large indent in your steel helmet. The firefight sounds
Yeah,
further
basically
away
you change your
now,
steel
and the sun
helmet,
is
if
almost
I'm not wrong.
completely
Your
down.
steel helmet
Still
only,
in the same position
like,
in the sand lies
helps you
Elliot.
with
You fight back the tears
one bullet,
as the
I
medic
think.
informs you that your wound is going to require a greater amount of care, and an army litter will eventually come and get you off the hillside. You ask him to dig into your rucksack and pull out the singular most important item, the picture of the woman you love. You clutch the photo as you make a joke to the medic about the possibility of throwing on a fresh pair of socks. At least you won't have to carry that heavy rucksack. and wear the unnecessarily heavy uniform, weighing in at over 20 pounds. You shed your blouse and cover your top half with the last item you pull out of your pack today, the standard issue abrasive but warm gray wool military blanket. As for your part in today's battle, it's over. Now check out how I survived D-Day.
Oh, this is kind of sad though.
This other video instead.
Yeah, it's kind of sad though, but yeah, I guess this is the realities of war, man. This is, I guess it is what it is, no matter how sad it is. But yeah, it's actually pretty interesting to know, like, from a sort of like a vlog style perspective, like sort of, I guess, like an animated vlog style perspective of how, you know, like the American side of the war is. It's pretty interesting. No, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. You know, make sure to drop a like to let me know if you like these types of videos, you know, and also, you know, comment down below, you know, what types of videos you'd like me to check out next. And also, you know, if you want to buy any merch, you know, links in the description as well. And also, I record these videos live on twitch.tv/GTHplays as well, play games, and, you know, just overall interact with you guys. So, you know, if you would like to join, you know, feel free to join, hop on in and drop a follow, or, you know, just chat away. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video or stream.